I'm pretty sure some individuals would have been like, you could have guessed this, but this was a person who no conscience. You're talking about somebody who could kill on sight, no matter what it was, no matter who it was, no matter where it was. What really got me with individuals like this was somebody who I felt like could take care of himself, that didn't have to follow any orders, was the way he followed Marlowe's orders as far as Chris. Because it's a scene where they in jail or locked up or whatever. And Marlowe, you know that scene, it's the famous scene. My name is my name. And it's like Chris, I ain't gonna say he's scared of Marlowe, but it's like that alpha male, you almost know like some wolf shit. For real, like that alpha male, and he basically rise up and everybody basically bows down or something like that. And it's like, how do individuals rise to that type of power over another individual who you seem like you more scared of? And don't get me wrong, Marlowe was a scary nigga. Like, the nigga shooting people in their mouth and both in their titties. Like, as far as Marlowe, if I'm not mistaken, that's what he used to do. But Chris, like this nigga, man, it's the type of shit he was doing. And you remember him and Snoop, them being they on some real, like serial killer type shit. Like they was the real life Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers. You talking about putting the people up in abandoned houses, piling them up, like all the people they had killed, all those bodies they had put up in abandoned houses, and then the way they would just do certain shit. And you remember that scene where Snoop was like, "You want to go get some Chinese food?" Like it was nothing. Definitely coming in at number one. It's Chris, The Wire, top 5 cold-blooded gangsters and TV shows.
These steps. Thank you, baby.
You're good to go. Say.
That was what was scary about Chris. It wasn't just the fact that he would shoot a civilian in cold blood after helping a woman into a grocery store with her bags. It's the fact that he was so calculated as a killer. He wasn't stupid. He was very smart. You've seen a lot of this in season 3 of the Wire, you know, when they was having the whole war with the Barksdale people or whatever. But it was really deceiving how calculated he was in season 4 of this, especially when they had the whole situation going on with Omar. You know, everything that was going on with Barksdale people, when they was going after Omar, when they was doing everything they was doing as far as chasing them down in the streets or whatever. Not Chris. Even with Marlowe, he had his whole plan. He was going to try to do the same shit that Barksdale people was doing, but Chris was like, nah, let's do this another way. And the fact that he would do what he did as far as shoot a civilian in cold blood, to do this type of plan, to come up with a calculated cold-blooded plan the way he did, how can this nigga not be number one? Once again, anti-heroish. Chris comes in and helps out Michael. And if you ever watch the Wire, you already know who Michael is. It's a certain scene where Michael is pretty much want him to take somebody out as far as his step-pops, who, without saying any words, pretty much you know has been doing some type of molestation or something to Michael. And it's the way that him and Chris look at each other as far as Michael and Chris. You can almost look at Chris' eyes and know that he has dealt with some type of situation like that. And it's that passion that goes into the fact of the way he ends up killing that person. He don't do what he do to everybody else as far as just that calm and collected, shoot him in the head. The way he shot the lady that he hit with the groceries in the store. It's the way he kills this individual in the alley that Michael asked him to kill. It's the way he does it. Like I said, calculated killer. But the way he kills this guy, it's like you gonna leave all type of evidence about it. Like you ain't shoot him, you beat him to death. And that's one of the things that really stood out as far as a character that you like, because it's like, you know Michael on this dark path, but you like, damn, you know this nigga, and you know he done some fouls as far as this nigga Michael want Chris and them to take out. So it's like the lesser of two evils, I'm going with Chris. but like I said, I just showed you that scene. And once again, number one, Chris the Wire, it's the way he goes about doing things, and it's how calm he is about doing things. Even with having somebody like Snoop, he has a little bit more passion with the way she goes about doing things. But I'm gonna show you why. Well, not really why, but just the way Chris goes about doing things and how calculated he is, but just the calmness in him when he's being as cold-blooded as he is in this show.
Yo, who you talking to, dog?
I'm asking who Young Luke be.
You mean Too Fast cousin? Who?
Nah.
Nigga, how the fuck should I know?
Yo, who the fuck is you talking?
Oh, shit.
You see what I mean? It's just that calm and collective kill. Just standing there asking this man a question, and that's just a plan they came up with because they trying to move certain individuals out the neighborhood as far as New Yorkers coming in and doing what they was doing, but that's a whole nother thing as far as The Wire go. But once again, I had to put Chris as far as top 5 cold-blooded killers in TV shows as number 1. Once again, this is somebody who I would love to see a prequel show on. You talking about Raising Kanan. I want to see Raising Chris. Everything he had went through to become the person he had become and to be the way he is and to do the things he was doing. And like I said, even those moments where it comes all to an end where he gets locked up, it's no feeling, it's no emotion behind it. It's that scene where he walking into the prison or whatever, he walks right up to